come and pick me up, no headlights. Long drive could end in burning flames or paradise.
Hey guys, if my voice sounds a little different to you, well it does to me, it's because I'm kind of sick right now. I caught a cold. I actually don't physically feel bad, it's just I sound different and I'm a little congested. But besides that, this tutorial is going to be focused around my foundation routine. This is my favorite one. I am all about that radiant look. I love my skin looking glowy and dewy, but the thing that you want to keep in mind when you're doing that type of look is to sorry, you really only want to keep the dewiness and glowiness on the top of the cheekbones, you know, the bridge of the nose, just focusing on the center of the face. So I do have a lot of tips and tricks to share with you guys to get that healthy, glowy look where the glow is supposed to be. But I think the main thing really is to use a CC Plus cream. This is the one I used today from IT Cosmetics. This stuff is amazing because it's pretty full coverage, but yeah, it still gives that nice hydrating feel to the face because it actually has a serum built in it. So it's like very moisturized. It's almost like a moisturizer mixed with a full coverage foundation. So I am totally in love with this stuff, and I really do think it does a good job of covering everything and just making sure to keep that healthy looking glow to my skin. I use the Bye Bye Pores Poreless Finish HD Micro Powder from IT Cosmetics. This stuff is amazing as well because it really is going to do a great job of setting the under eye area, mattifying it, and keeping the concealer from moving throughout the day. So that's another really important step. When you go to powder your skin, and I use this one today by IT Cosmetics, it's the CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder, which is my favorite. You guys have seen me use this a few times on my channel already. You really want to mainly focus this on the outer edges of the face where you don't want that shine to be. So yeah, I do have a coupon code for you guys before we get into the tutorial. If you are interested in any of these 3 IT Cosmetics or anything else from IT Cosmetics, I'll put the coupon code down below. I believe it is BELIEVE20. So you can check that out in the description box. So hopefully you guys enjoy it, but that's enough talking now. Let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm gonna mix my moisturizer. This is the Benefit Total Moisture Facial Cream with this serum, which is the Bare Minerals Biolucent Mineral Brightening Treatment. I know a lot of you guys were wondering if I was even still using this, and yes I am. I'm almost finished with this bottle. I love this stuff and have been using it for I think 2 years now. Basically what it does is it lightens and brightens your skin and gives it an all-over glow and radiance. So I usually like to mix this with my moisturizer just so that I get like ultimate hydration on my face, and then I'll go in with all of the foundations and concealers and stuff like that, and it really just helps them to actually glide on and just go on better and more smoothly. It gets rid of dry patches when I mix these two together. It really just is the most perfect combination, so I would always recommend, even if you're not going to combine a serum and a moisturizer together, to moisturize your face before you go in with any foundation or any concealer, and you'll definitely notice a huge difference. So we're gonna go in with this. Gosh, my voice sounds so weird. I feel like I sound like a different person. So we got that, about that much moisturizer, and I'm just gonna do 1.5 pumps of this serum here, and then it just creates the most perfect like moisturizer for the skin. So I'm just gonna blend this in all over. So I'm gonna go in with a primer now. This is the Bare Minerals Prime Time Foundation Primer. I just do about 1 pump. It's just a clear gel, and it goes all over my entire face, not just the T-zone area. I'm putting this everywhere because I want my foundation to look the same all over, and this will just get rid of the pores, make them appear smaller, which helps to give that airbrush look to your foundation. So if you're ever wondering why your foundation is looking too cakey because your pores are like so visible, it's probably because you need to use a primer. It'll help big time, guys. I decided today to actually use a CC cream. It is a CC Plus color correcting full coverage cream in the shade Tan, and it's by IT Cosmetics. What a CC cream is going to do is give you more hydration than a regular foundation would, so it's great for those of you who have normal to dry skin. I'm going to go in with my Heavy Luxe Flat Top Buffing Foundation Brush from IT Cosmetics. I did just use this yesterday, which is why it's got some product on it there, but I used this here, so it's all good. I'm going to apply this starting from the bottom of my cheeks because that's where I have the most problem areas. I cover that first, and whatever is left on the brush, I blend that down my neck. The most important thing that you want to do, guys, is make sure that your foundation is matching the rest of your body. You want everything to match, and this is a great way to help do that by just simply blending it down your neck. And then I'm going to just continue on, going up my face. Usually I won't put too much product in this area because we are going to be going over it with concealer, so there's really no need to pack on, you know, layers of foundation under the eye if you're already going to put something else there. I recently got a lot of IT Cosmetics stuff and I've just been like obsessing over it and using like a ton of it. It's like my new favorite makeup brand. I never tried it before and I always was curious about it, but apparently it is created by dermatologists and plastic surgeons, so they obviously know what it takes to get that perfect looking skin. So you guys can see I have a lot of radiance going on right now, so what you do want to do before you continue on is make sure to powder this so that you can set it in place and then it won't move or look too oily throughout the day. So what I'm going to do for that is use my IT Cosmetics CC Plus Airbrush Perfecting Powder. Now this can be sheer coverage or full coverage depending on how much you use of it. It is in the shade Tan, so it matches perfectly with the CC Plus correcting cream that I just put on. So what I'm going to do is pick up this IT Cosmetics All Over brush. It's the Complexion Perfection Heavy Luxe. I'm going to pick up some of this, tap off the excess, and then really work this onto the bottom section. So what this is going to do is give you a natural contour, set that powder in place, and also do any additional coverage that you need down there, like if you do have if your problem areas are down here like mine. So I am putting a little bit of this powder on the outer corners of my forehead as well, again just to help contour in a natural way, down the sides of my nose. These two right here have been my favorites. I've been using a lot lately. This is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair. You guys have seen me use this hundreds of times. Well, not hundreds of times, but like almost in every single makeup tutorial. So I'm not going to use that today. I'll spare you guys and use something new for the first time in front of you. But I have been using this probably about for 2 weeks now, ever since I went to Sephora online. I totally forgot to show you guys that I even got this in my Sephora birthday haul, but I did. It is the NARS concealer in Light to Vanilla. It is really, really nice. I love that it only takes a little bit to actually do the job of concealing. So what we're gonna do is just work this under the eye. So what I've been doing lately is just like making a box under the eye like this, going straight down like a small rectangular box, short strokes like this, and that way I'm not applying too much. And the concealer that I want is focused where I need it, which is right here. What I'm going to do is blend this out so that the least amount of concealer is out here and the most is in here where I need it. So to do this, I will be using the other side of this IT Cosmetics brush. Again, this is the Complexion Perfection. And we're just working this until it completely blends out. Now, one thing that I do like to do that I just started doing is blending this up through this inner corner of the eye. So you can see the difference. This is all highlighted now and this just looks super dark, and it really does help to make your eyes look more wide and awake. I'm going to use the other side now and just blend out that concealer. Keep in mind this brush did have a little bit of that tan powder on it I had used, the CC Plus airbrushing powder, so it's just gonna blend it out really nicely. Working this under the eye and then up through the inner corner, also around the nose area, and then I'm going to just blend this out with the other side of the brush. And voila! Your concealer is completed! So to set the concealer in place, I'm going to use this IT Cosmetics translucent powder. It's called Bye Bye Pores. And this is actually really nice. I know you guys have seen me use the Laura Mercier powder, but I would definitely recommend giving this one a try as well. I just tapped a little bit into the top of the lid. I'm going to use this brush. It is a Takebird Kabuki. I believe I got this from Amazon. So I'm just gonna put some on the tip of the brush and really work it starting from the inner corner of the eye and then going out. So this is gonna completely get rid of the pores, really smooth everything down, and set the powder in place so it won't move. And it does such an amazing job of mattifying that area. Now that we're finished with the base makeup, I am going to start working in some bronzer and some blush and some highlighter. For bronzer today, I'm going in with my favorite, like literally this is my favorite out of every bronzer in the whole wide world. It is the BB Beauty Balm Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. It's the one with the tiny little pink like sparkly dot in there, but I actually try and avoid that. What I'm going to do is just go around the dot right from the top of the ear. I'm blending about to the end of my eye with the majority of the product. And then once it's blended, I'm just going to slightly work it closer to the lip, but not too close. Find where that ear is, the tip of the ear, and blend it down. And put a little bit on the tip of the nose, on either side. And this brush that I'm using is the e.l.f. Mineral Powder Brush. Lifting up the hair, I'm going to put this on the hairline. Blend that out. And a bit on the chin and jawline with whatever is left. Today I'm going to go in with more of like a cream blush. This one's actually really cool. It's Makeup Forever HD High Definition Blush because in the pan it's actually a cream, but I feel like as you apply on it kind of turns into a powder. So this one's in the shade 210. It's like a light pink. And to apply this, I'll be using the new sculpting brush from Real Techniques. Now I like to smile kind of weird where I kind of plump out my lips. That way I can see the top of my cheekbone. And then right from the outer corner of the top of my cheekbone, I'll start applying this, like right where we stopped that bronzer. So you don't want to apply it too high. Basically right where that bronzer ends, and then bring it back. And then the last step is to use a highlighter. And my favorite is the MAC Soft and Gentle. This is a mineralized skin finish. This is actually newer. It's in a different kind of packaging than it usually is, and I always have a hard time opening it. What's going on? My hands are super sweaty because I'm kind of hot. I cannot open this today. What is wrong? Oh, finally. Okay. So yeah, this is what it looks like. And it does have more of a creaminess to it. I mean, it's still a powder, but I guess it's more of like a really, really soft powder, if that makes any sense. I'm going to apply this with the Real Techniques setting brush. This is one of their newer brushes that just came out. Just going to tap some of this onto the brush. And where you want to put this is right above that blush area. So right here. I'm not going to bring this any higher than the corner of my eye. And I'm not going to bring this any lower than here. So just hold your brush directly diagonal from the inner corner of your eye. That's where you want to stop. And then from the outer corner. So basically just this tiny little spot is where the top of your cheekbone's going to be. Right down the bridge of the nose, stopping right before the tip. And on the Cupid's bow. I'm going to go in with Please Me. It is a matte lipstick I just recently got from MAC. No lip liner. And then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. Extra Lip Gloss in Joe. This one's so gorgeous. I have not talked about this yet on my channel. All I've really talked about is Brian, which is the light pink one. But a new thing that I've really been liking for this spring season is to use a pink lipstick like this one, and then going over with a more orangey corally lipstick. It really gives like a cool rosy type of effect to your lips. It is my new favorite. Oh my god. Do you guys see this? How pretty it is? So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
You come and pick me up, no headlights. Long drive could end in burning